Hello, welcome to Draw With Me. I'm Danny Gregory, and every Thursday we get together and we spend an hour or so hanging out, drawing, telling dad jokes, discussing the weather, and I'm joined as always by JJ. Well, not as always, but
as usual.
As usual.
But we have our global hug. It's the funnest. Thursday is the funnest.
Thursday is really nice. Yes.
Yes.
We have Steve Schmidt just became a member. Thank you, Steve. Thanks for joining us. And we'll see you on Wednesday, which was yesterday, where we all draw together. Who else? We have Karen from sunny Denmark. I don't think of Denmark as being sunny particularly, but...
Well, enjoy it.
Yeah,
that's a beautiful thing.
Wonderful, wonderful Copenhagen. That is Denmark, yes.
I saw the Black Forest.
Yes, Marin is here, very excited. Good, thank you for being here. This and that, complaining about PE class inside because it's raining.
Oof.
I can only imagine what that's like, yes. Lala Laurel Oxley is wondering how I'm going to tackle the prompt.
Yeah.
Me too. Better make up something. Old Spice Nomad here from India.
Oh, very nice.
Very nice. Welcome.
That's a nice name. That's a nice...
Yes, a handle. Sherry is here with her grandchildren. Welcome.
Love that.
Very nice to see you. Hanadi, short and to the point. Kuwait. Presumably that means you're there, or you just want us to draw Kuwait, or whatever. We're all back. Okay, JJ, JF says that you're back.
I'm back. I had a little cold, a little mini cold, but I feel back to being myself again.
Very good.
Yes.
And
into every life, a little cold must fall.
Yeah, we were both a little under the weather, but we're fine.
It's that time of the year, right? It's like you start spending more time indoors and
coughing.
You know, we went to that 9 Inch Nails concert, and we probably both got sick there.
Yeah. There were a lot of.
It was worth it. It was that good of a show. It was worth it. But
I think it entered through my ears, though. I can tell you that the cold went in one ear, the flu went in the other. Yes, Fatima's here from Saudi Arabia, so we've got Kuwait and Saudi Arabia represented.
And India.
Very
and
good. Well, it's not quite the same thing, but yes, and Belgium with Lisbeth.
I was just listing.
Listing. Are you? Well, straighten up. Lo Sang is here.
Straighten up and fly right.
And Alejandro. Okay, so we've got a lot of people here.
Yes.
Maybe that's good.
So it's October. Again.
It is.
Can you believe it?
It is. And as a result, well, first, let me just get one piece of business out of the way, if you don't mind.
Yep.
Which is I want to talk about Quick Draw.
Yes.
Which is the new course. People have been flooding into it, and hopefully we'll be applying some of the skills to draw with me that they're picking up at Quick Draw. So that's my new course. And we have the early bird pricing ends in another week.
Yeah.
So October 10th, which is a week
and a day.
A week from tomorrow.
Yes.
And you can sign up for it at sketchbookschool.com/quickdraw. I hope that you take advantage of this sale. So, as JJ said, it's October, which means Inktober. Inktober is usually not a huge, we're sort of agnostic around Inktober, but this year, JJ, you challenged me. You said to me a few days ago, you were like, why the hell don't you just do Inktober every day?
Yeah.
I was like, really? Okay.
I think I just had to do something to get you off those tempera sticks, because you were like having a little addiction. And it was time to go back to your roots.
Get off the tempera stick, man. Not a good
So we're
look.
not going to see any of those tempera sticks.
No color. It's a black and white
November.
month.
And then November... Fiesta.
Yes. So this month you can expect ink from me. You can do whatever the hell you want, but ink is going to be my thing.
Ink, it is.
Now here's another thing. Inktober. In the past, when I've done Inktober, and we did it last year in the membership, I've just kind of focused on drawing with ink. But this year, I've decided to be more orthodox about it. And what that means is I'm going to be using the prompts that the Inktober Foundation, I don't know what it is. Inktober is like this guy made it up.
It's like a branded.
He copyrighted it, and there's been some controversy around that. I'm not going to worry about it.
I think that's over. I think that happened in the past.
So anyway, so they put out prompts, and these are the prompts. So yesterday in the membership, we drew mustache.
You know, Danny, that is probably the reason why Inktober was on the uptake, because he saw that first prompt and he was like, "I'm in."
It's true. In fact, I gave Kate credit yesterday.
Yep, she pointed it out.
Kate said, "Danny,
you're gonna like this. You're gonna be into it," and you were right.
Okay. So anyway, so here are the prompts, and some of them are obvious and some of them are challenging.
So use your imagination.
So today's prompt is weave. So we've thought about that. What does weave mean? Anyway, so what this means is that weave, and that probably means that next week is going to be heavy. So I might do a self-portrait.
Do a hippo.
The next week is blunder, which again fits
that'll
perfectly.
Be easy. That'll be
fits
easy.
perfectly. The following week is firefly. We're fans of that.
Yeah, that's hard to draw though.
But I'll just use Adobe Photoshop Firefly to generate their AI program is called Firefly. I'll just use it to generate a drawing. I won't. And then it's vacant.
Yeah, that's hard too. Well, we're gonna do it. We're gonna
tackle
Halloween?
Is Halloween the 30th?
No, it's the 31st.
I don't know.
How can you not know what day Halloween is?
I don't know.
It's very strange.
I'm sorry.
You're an advanced age. You ought to know these things by now.
I'm foreign. I don't follow your American nonsense. All right, so weave. So
I saw somebody in the chat is a fabric artist and a weaver.
So here's what I'll say about this. Okay, I'm going to get serious for a second. No, I'm not. What I want you to do with these prompts, what I want to do, is to just interpret them however you want to.
Yeah.
So you could do a drunk on the highway and call it weave. You could do a piece of cloth and call it weave. You could do Dennis Weaver, who played, what was the show that Dennis Weaver used to be
No
on?
idea. I don't even know who that is.
Dennis Weaver.
I know when Halloween is.
Was it Macmillan and Wife?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Dennis Weaver.
Okay.
Anyway, so you could do all kinds of things. Charlie Weaver.
Don't know who that is either. Sorry, I don't.
Why did I marry you? So anyway, weave. Gail Dennis is back after a long absence.
Hey, Gail.
She's weaved her way in to join us so we could all draw her.
Yeah.
Okay, so
what you
decide. So
you circled around
I've
the
picked
airport for a while?
I've picked a piece of scrap reference that I'm going to use. You don't have to, but this is what I'm using. I'm using this beautiful woman with a weave hairstyle.
Woven.
Is it woven?
I don't know. Is it?
It's called a weave.
It is a weave.
It's a noun. A weave.
I mean, how gorgeous can you be? Look at this beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, when I saw this, I love this picture,
Radiant.
and I also thought, like, look at her hair as just an opportunity to get in there with ink and just go crazy with textures. McCloud, thank you, Michael Cassidy. McCloud.
Kim said a basket. Yes, that was another contender.
Yeah, you could do it.
However,
do whatever you want. I mean, but I look at her hair and it's kind of like a basket. So
it's a gorgeous woman, and it'll be a lovely portrait. But let's just say maybe not easy is this going to be.
I mean, if you want easy, draw Dennis Weaver. A lot of people are into
him.
He
played Chester on Gunsmoke.
He was in the movie Duel. What an amazing movie. Steven Spielberg's first movie.
Cool.
Okay, let's move on.
All right.
So I've spent a fair amount of time thinking about this.
So you're just doing this one drawing today, right?
One drawing.
One.
That's the other thing about this is JJ said to me, hold on a second. JJ said that somebody had pointed out that it's been since early June that we've drawn a single picture.
Yeah, it's been like collections.
That everything we've done is, and I was like, that's horrifying. In the membership, we've done individual ones, but in this we haven't. So that's why we're doing one thing.
Yeah, una mas.
And also, I wanted to say also, if you want to know about, if you want this reference, I posted it. So in the YouTube posts, you can download this image if you want to. Because if you want to really look at it in detail.
Yeah, because it might take you a while. You maybe just get started and you finish it up later.
Yeah, or if you just want to kind of look at her more closely or look at.
All right, so beloved, I don't know how to read this. Those are braids. Weave is something that is used to be placed in the hair by glue or sewed into the hair. Yes, however, a braid is weaving.
Right. These are woven. I mean,
yeah.
Isn't braiding a kind of weaving?
Well, that's what I was just saying.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, because at first I was like, oh, you could just do somebody with pigtails because you weave the hair to make a braid. But yes, a weave is like an extension.
Okay, so this is not technically a weave.
Well, you can't really know. There's a lot of hair in this opportunity, so maybe it's part of it.
I don't know.
The term weave refers to gluing in pieces of hair. That's true. But I'm saying a braid in its purest form is weaving. Yeah?
I didn't think this was going to be controversial.
Whatever. And that's what the prompts really do leave room for interpretation.
For weaving, yes.
A lot of them are weird, and they're kind of conceptual, right? It's not like a thing. It's a concept. It's an opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the things they're what I would call illustration prompts. So they're concepts, They're not just an object. It's not just like a salmon, They want to provoke you to thinking, to creating.
Yeah. I think it's interesting too that our knee-jerk response is to feel frustrated by it, and then it's like, no, you're an imaginative human, and you could also twist it into doing a lettering thing, like what a tangled web we weave. You could do a lettering.
Oh, nice idea, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
make of it what you will. Or there's always...
Donna said, fiber artists here, braiding and weaving are two different things, but you do you. Yeah, all right. I'll take it.
Can't believe that I've screwed this up already.
Honestly, there's so much yakking, it's probably...
No, I'm not talking about the drawing. I'm talking about the assignment.
Oh. Well, I steered you wrong, I guess.
This is why I don't usually do Inktober in the classic way.
Oh! Ebel has a good one. So a spider web can be a weave. That's a very good one.
What a wicked web we weave when
well,
first
and a
we
spider,
practice to deceive.
It's like a clear expression of weaving. And it's one we didn't even think of.
Look, I think this is a great opportunity for you to be creative.
Yeah.
More creative than I apparently am. But I just wanted to get into drawing this hair.
You had yourself a mighty fine time making the thumbnail for this episode. You have the little Danny icon wearing woven clothing, and the background is woven.
I hope it's woven. It might be braided. I don't even know anymore.
I still maintain a braid as a weave. It's a kind of weaving. Comic book characters doable, because Up and Away is thinking Spider-Man. I absolutely endorse this.
That's a great one, yeah.
Of course, absolutely.
So here are the rules. They have these rules, and the rules are draw it with ink. And only ink. So it's black and white. But you could use colored ink, I guess.
Someone has asked about your pen, and I didn't.
I'm using the same pen I use. You can find it listed
Tombow
below.
Funisuke.
Yeah.
Right now, Danny's favorite pen. You occasionally move off of this as your favorite pen because something will catch your attention briefly, but you almost always come back to this pen.
I use this pen a lot, but I'm actually working on a video that I'm going to be putting out pretty soon. It was actually was JJ's idea, actually, and I think it's a great one, which is I'm just going to tell you my favorite pens.
Susie Shapiro is here. We haven't seen you in so long. Okay, so Susie is very smart and a teacher. Fiber arts can include many ways of interlocking threads or fibers, but different methods tend to have different names. Weave, knit, braid, crochet, etc. They create many different structures in fiber. And Kate says in the FAQ for Inktober, it actually says ink is recommended, but you can use other tools as long as it's black and white. No tempera sticks.
But no colored ink.
No colored ink.
Well, that's kind of weird. All right.
So there you go. You know what? Rules are made to be broken, in my opinion. That makes me really itch to like use red ink next week.
And tempera.
Not until November. Andy said, whoops, I already penciled it in, but I'm not doing Inktober, so I'm cool with it. Yes, that is correct. You should just make it fun. That's really the essence of this whole project is like, don't, when you make rules, sometimes that can feel like handcuffs, and that's not cool.
I would also say, as far as pencils go, I think the original concept behind this was that it was about inking, which is like the comic book inking, so that you take a drawing, and it could be a pencil drawing, I guess, and then you're inking over it. So it's the inking that's sort of the art that they're reinforcing. So I think it's okay. Again, who cares? Or then again, who cares?
A bunch of people are validating, saying colored inks are in the plan for their Inktober. As I said, rules are made to be broken. That's just how I feel about it.
Yeah.
So Deborah's wondering, is that a double-sided Tombow? I think it's a single end, right?
This is not a Tombow. It's made by Tombow. It's not a Tombow.
It's a food.
This is a Tombow. This is what's typically thought of as a Tombow, which means it's a brush on one end, it's a fiber tip on the other end. This is neither. This is a single end pointed Fudenosuke, and it is. You can buy them on Amazon. Links are in the description below, as they say on YouTube.
My Michelle69 said, my daughter and I agreed to do it this previous to me knowing Danny was going to do. Okay, that's a lie. Blah, blah, blah. And she never told me black and white, LOL, so my rules don't include black and white or ink. I'm just supposed to draw. Bravo. Keep it simple.
Just draw.
Keep it simple.
Yeah, I mean, this is, I have always not liked contests, art contests, competitions, all those things. They're not my favorite thing. But JJ insisted that I do this, so here I am.
Didn't insist. I gave you a slight nudge in the direction. But it was the mustache, I'm telling you. Your eyes lit up like a kid on Christmas. You didn't even get past prompt number 1. You were like, I'll do it.
I'm afraid that's true. You know me too well. So what I'm thinking of doing is I'm going to make kind of braided or woven clothing for her as well.
I'm into it.
Just because I'm going to just draw these kind of endless textures all over her.
It's kind of meditative when you do.
It is.
I mean, it's a version of cross-hatching, right? Or hatching.
It is. It's hatching, diagonal hatching. I've also been thinking about how I wanted to draw her, because I could get very into doing all of her shading on her face. And I decided, in order to emphasize the weaving, which turns out not to be weaving, is God, it's so annoying. Is to keep her kind of face sort of
fresh face.
Fresh face, unbesmirched by tone.
Now, are you going to attempt the teeth? Because that is a big part of her.
No, I'm not giving her. I mean,
teeth are hard.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if the prompt was teeth, maybe I would get into that, but I As
I
soon
do
as-
think you made her face a bit narrower than the reference.
I did.
It doesn't matter.
She has a very round kind of, it's like a pumpkin head.
Well, that's flattering.
I know.
I mean, it's seasonal.
Exactly. And then if I'd given her those big teeth, then it would be like a jack-o'-lantern.
Oh my God, you are digging yourself.
Yeah, so. You know, maybe I should get a weave. Seems like it's a thing if you don't have a lot of hair.
I mean, I think
I
in
could
your
have
case, they
braids.
don't have anything that it can glue onto.
They don't?
Well-
They can use my scalp, I guess. Do you hear a dog talking?
Somebody is having a kind of a dream.
But it sounded like she was talking. Is that going to be next?
We have a house guest here visiting from the Bay Area who had to come to Phoenix to get some sunshine because they've had the longest, grayest summer, coldest summer on record. And I'm just waiting for the dogs to bark at her. So be prepared. Mimi123B says, y'all are wild.
We are wild, it's true.
I'll take it. Oh boy.
Speaking
Girls.
of wild.
Come here. That's enough. Clover, come here.
Sorry about that, folks. We're recorded in front of a live studio audience,
That's how you know it's
a
real.
live canine audience.
Oh, that's enough. Come here, you monster.
Yeah, this is sort of like entering into like Zentangle's land, doing all these little doodly textures. But
Does everyone know what a Zentangle is?
I don't know. I'm not entirely clear on what it is either, but some of you might know what it is. But it's definitely, you could just keep going and going and going. And I haven't even started doing her hair yet.
I know, the whole
Whole point.
prompt was based on this hairstyle.
I know. That is the creative part of this exercise. Ignoring the prompt.
But are you having fun?
Yes, I am. All right, let's get into this hair. Let's get into it.
Let's do it. Are you going to calm yourself down? Are you going to be a good little pug? Are you a good mini pug? That's our puppy. This is our puppy. We just had Clover's Gotcha Day.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, so we got her from San Diego Pug Rescue on September 29th, 2004. No, 2024.
It's called Gotcha. That's good.
Yeah,
Right?
so when you adopt a dog, they call it the Gotcha Day, because often you don't know the birthday.
Yeah, so I think that this is also an opportunity to be imaginative, even if you are following the
That's enough.
reference. You know, you can, like, I'm not going to just draw her hair exactly as it is here. I'm going to kind of give it a life of its own, I think.
Yeah, go crazy.
Yeah.
Weave a tail.
I'm not going to give her a tail, but I know what you mean. Have you ever had things woven into your hair?
I mean, I've done little mini braids, but not the kind you glue in, no. I've never had extensions.
I remember when I was a kid, my mother had a fall.
Oh, yeah. So I think you clip that in.
Yeah, you kind of, it looks like you have more hair than you have. She had a lot of hair. I'm not quite sure where she did it, but
I mean, I think it was a thing you could get height in the like back or add to a ponytail,
yeah,
basically.
right. So you could make kind of a
Oh my gosh!
beehive.
We just got a country representing I don't think I've ever seen before in the
that?
stream. Reba from Constantine, Algeria.
Algeria, wow.
Algeria, cool. Thank you for joining our global hug.
Not just
cool.
I mean, we've had South Africans, but we haven't had a lot of African people.
That's true.
So that's nice.
That's nice.
Speaking of falls, I forgot what I was going to say now.
So people are asking, are you going to work through all of the Inktober prompts? And you are going to do that with members, right?
No, I'm going to, well, hold on a second.
You're like, oh, pump the brakes.
No. Actually, more than that. What I'm thinking of doing is I'm certainly going to post one every day.
Yeah.
And I might do a live stream. I can't promise that I'll do it every day, that I'll do a live stream every day, but I might. It's not going to be like a proper Draw With Me show. It'll probably just me turning on the camera, drawing, possibly quietly, and then posting the drawing.
Yeah, but it's like, it's going to be a month of togetherness getting through Inktober.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
And on Wednesdays, become a member, I would say, if you're interested in this, because on Wednesdays we'll definitely be doing a proper one. And that was a lot of fun yesterday.
The mustache.
Yes, I would say if you're doing it on your own and you don't want to necessarily wait for me to do it, that's fine. But if you want company, you want to bring your own ideas to it, I would say that would be great.
Yeah.
Love to have you.
So, as usual, you're drawing very quickly.
Well, that's why I have a new course called Quick Draw.
Quick Draw.
Well, you're right. It's 9:30. I should slow down because I want to think about this a bit more.
Yeah.
Thank you for the warning. The warning light came on the
Pump the brakes.
my drawing dashboard.
I'm covered in dog hair. These dogs are shedding. Why they're shedding so much this time of year, I'm not certain.
They're getting rid of their summer coats.
Pugs are shedders.
Yeah, see, my temptation is to start getting into doing shading on her body, but I vowed that I wouldn't do that.
But you can break your own rule.
Well,
You're going to have time.
there's a reason I didn't do it, which is I just...
You wanted the weave to be the protagonist.
Yeah, I just didn't want it to get too complicated. And frankly, when you try to draw an attractive young woman,
Sometimes...
and you put in a lot of, if you put in a lot of shading, it just she starts to look kind of weather beaten, and it's like, you want it to be smooth and like that.
Yeah, Reba says, I struggle with the teeth. Yeah, we talked about that before.
Don't draw the teeth.
Just don't draw them. They are the hardest thing to draw. And they always look weird.
If I drew, like, even if I drew this line here for her bottom tooth, trust me, it would be weird. It's just, you just want it to be simple. As soon as you start getting into the details, yes, you see their teeth. Everybody knows their teeth. But if you look at comic books, look at Superman, he has just like a band of teeth. That's what comic book artists figure that out.
I mean, there are some people that can do it, but that's a superpower. Speaking of comic books, if you can draw teeth well in a portrait.
Yeah, it's just, you get into the gaps between the teeth and it's just not nice. Trust me. Or try it and
Prove us wrong.
Learn for yourself. No, you might figure it out. You might figure out a way of doing it. I'm just telling you, I don't like it.
I mean, you do occasionally draw teeth I would say when you're trying to do a demo while also live streaming, you're probably going to regret if you tackle the teeth.
Tackle the teeth.
But this portrait, this reference, the teeth are,
they're glowing.
Yeah, it's like of all of the things to notice about this reference, the smile is probably the first thing you see.
But again, the reference is weave. I mean, the prompt is weave. It's not dental floss. Yeah, I mean, I guess we do have prompts every week for Draw With Me. I was going to say I don't usually pay that much attention to prompts, but somebody pointed out yesterday we did have the Draw With Me prompts for years that we used to use, and we had hundreds of those. And I was also talking yesterday about Penelope Dullahan's Illustration Friday prompts that were really great. A lot of them were kind of more conceptual. So it wasn't like draw a car, it was more like draw angst or draw, delight or something.
Right. I mean, some of these Inktober prompts are very much in that vein, right?
Right, and to me those are more like sort of illustration prompts, but I guess they do force you to kind of think, not be so literal.
Yeah.
And really make things your own, which is great. That's the way it should work.
Yeah. We're here to be creative.
Well, but with Draw With Me though, in fact, when we first started Draw With Me, I used to just not have reference at all. We used to just kind of draw a shoelace or draw.
Your teacup over and over again.
Well, there's that. But
That's an inside joke. Danny has a teacup that he's probably drawn more than any other single thing in his life.
Besides me.
Amazing that teacup hasn't broken. Now it's going to break. Actually, it has, and we replaced it. Never mind.
So I just had to get rid of that line. It was really bothering me. So I guess if it's just black and white, then you couldn't even use something like this to add tone. Theoretically, if you wanted to stay within the bounds of the competition. Isn't it a competition? Whatever it is, the project. Because I could see going in and putting in gray in here, putting in tone on her face, doing all that. Really like desperate to go in there and destroy this drawing by putting in one line too many. It's like, it's very delicate around the eyes, the mouth.
Somebody commented they really liked the way that you had done the eyes.
Yeah. It's interesting because she doesn't really have pupils. She just has this kind of bank of lights that's going across her eyes. But, I don't think I got the face shape right, and I didn't really... I don't know. I think if you didn't see the reference, you wouldn't have a problem with this picture. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like a lot of times you can just go like, oh, it's not exactly like the reference. And then you throw away the reference and years later you look in your sketchbook and you're like, that drawing was pretty good. Why did I think it was a problem? And it's like, well, because it was based on something that is irrelevant anyway. You know? So I guess, should I do more should I do something that feels like weaving? Because it's true, what I'm doing so far is kind of like, more like braiding. Or is this like, does this look like weaving? Maybe it does. The sort of herringbone effect that I'm getting here on her shirt. What do you think?
I mean, again, it's very open to interpretation.
I do like the fact that her shirt or blouse is reminiscent of her hair. It's echoing the same thing. That's kind of nice. I think another decision I made was that I was not going to put the prompts into the drawings. Because I also started a new sketchbook just for this project.
Well, you could put the prompts into the drawing if you did a lettering thing. You're not going to do any lettering?
I think then it becomes about the prompts in a way that I'm not comfortable. I can't, I'm just telling you my instinct is that I don't want to have the prompts in here. Like I could write weave. So you go like, oh yeah, that's weave. And then when you're looking through the drawings, it's like, yep, mustache, yep, weave, yep, tyranny, yep.
You know what? I
don't
think there's anything wrong with putting the prompt in. I think that's a total personal choice, and it is not right or wrong.
That's where we disagree.
Well,
violently.
You do you. My stomach is growling.
Must be breakfast time.
I hungry.
Are we going out for breakfast?
We could do.
Yeah.
Yeah, as we said, we have a little friendy here who is one of my besties from forever.
How long have you known her?
We went to high school together. And she's come to visit.
She's a French teacher.
She is. She teaches... Actually, I'm not sure. Does she teach high school or middle school?
Middle school. I think she teaches like eighth grade.
She teaches eighth graders, yeah.
She teaches history too. Did you guys become friends because of French?
No. No, not at all. We probably became friends more. We were talking about this last night. We went to a private Catholic high school, and it was very, very strict. And some of the teachers were a little nutty. A lot of the teachers were a little nutty because the culture there was really like academics were, you know, you weren't there to goof off. Let's put it that way. And we had an English teacher who was so preferential and like biased and had no rhyme or reason for why, but she really singled the two of us out for like
troublemakers?
No, like lifted us up as examples and like shamed other students and was like downright mean to other students, but would give us like all the latitude. And it was just like crazy how much she gave us preference. And
Did you deserve it?
I mean, we were both readers, you know, we were always into reading books, so maybe the teacher recognized that in us, but it was grossly unfair. We were really reminiscing about it last night. Like, do you remember like how mean she would be to other people and she would just let us do anything? It was a strange thing. Mrs. Russell.
What would you do when you could get away with anything?
I mean, there was one time when we were reading aloud in class from A Raisin in the Sun. Mm-hmm. And, you know, there are several parts, but the main part is father. And so it was either one of us was always father. Like other people never got to have parts, but Allison was saying one time she failed an exam.
I believe we're back.
Did we make it?
I believe we're back.
Oh my gosh, that is what we like to call a little miracle.
It was a miracle because
Wow.
I think we're back. I mean, you tell me. You'll see it before I will.
I see my expression of joy.
Okay. So
Wow, and I think about 75 people stuck around, so you guys are the real stars. Yeah, we don't know what happened. It was
something. I mean,
glitch out.
yeah, it's never happened before. That particular thing that went wrong.
The ghost of Mrs. Russell came and
Mrs. Russell.
the English teacher.
Oh, I thought you meant Mrs. Russell from the Gilded Age.
Yeah.
Coming back from last week and being like, you didn't give me sufficient credit when you did that.
Woof. Yeah, Danny was like restarting. I had no faith. I was like, no, we're done. We're out. We're going to get French toast. Somebody put in the chat like, you should get French toast. And now
That's
my
all you can think
stomach
about?
is growling even louder than it was before.
She's looking pretty good.
Yeah, she looks great. Oh, so the cutout so my friend Allison said she failed the exam and the teacher came and gave it back to her with an A and said, I know you were just having a bad day. Everybody else was like, got Fs, like she ruined their GPA. It was terrible.
That's a strange teacher.
She was unhinged would be how I would describe her. But strangely, for
She
once
a
in my
nun?
life, I was the benefactor of someone being crazy.
Was she a nun?
No, she wasn't. So a lot of our teachers were nuns, but this was a non-nun. But she was elderly. She was, again, though, when you're that age, like when you're 14, 15, people that are relatively young, you think they're super old. So I can't be trusted.
Maybe she thought that she knew that Allison would become a teacher.
That's funny. It's possible.
She was like, I see in you a teacher. Although Allison only became a teacher later in life, didn't she?
That's also true.
What was she before that?
She worked in
She was a stripper. No.
a shipper. She worked in logistics. She worked for like big shipping company. I think it was called Maersk.
I mean, that's such a
Like
cliche.
container ships.
Going from being a shipping logistics person to being a French teacher. I mean, how many times have we heard that story? So one thing I'm pleased with this drawing is that it feels like it's about ink. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would say that's
I mean, it has
undisputable.
It has its failings, but it feels Inktober-ish. So we're seeing Jake Parker is the man who invented and perpetuates, maintains.
He's been doing
Inktober,
it for a lot of years and
puts out the
he
prompts.
puts a lot into it. Yes, so Inktober is it's not a sketchbook school concept. We're just
going along with.
we're just
fun.
doing what you're meant to do, which is spend the month of October
Inking it up.
creating drawings using ink, preferably black ink.
But I would invite you to go to the website because you'll learn a bit more about it.
Yeah.
And you can also buy merch. They have
there's
like
merch.
Inktober caps and shirts and
No, it's a fun thing to join. It's a fun thing to join.
They also put together like toolkits of like, you can buy the official pens and stuff. So that is another thing about it. It's like World Watercolor Month, which we also participate in.
Yeah.
I guess Charlie puts out prompts. We've never done that, though. Maybe we need to do that sometime.
Yeah, we have done the prompts sometimes. We've used them in various... I mean, I don't know if we've ever gotten through the whole month.
No.
Honestly, I don't know if you could dedicate the entire month of July to watercoloring.
No, I think people would.
I think watercoloring... I mean,
Wow.
I was saying you personally. I think you enjoy watercoloring, but not quite a whole month worth.
Yeah.
I think pen and ink is your DNA. That's your...
Well, that's what I was saying yesterday. It's like, to me, every month is Inktober, in the sense that I just use ink all the time. Like, I never don't use ink. So it's always got some role in there somewhere. So, yeah. Oh, I just heard my stomach growl too.
We need French toast.
Must have French toast.
Lisa said she's doing Birdtober. That's cool.
Is that where you eat a different kind of bird every day?
Don't even joke. Don't play.
Eric asked, when is Tempera month? Yeah, what would that be?
Basically, every month except for October is Danny's tempera month.
Lose your tempera month. That's what October is to me. And I plan to lose my tempera quite often. I mean, would you say this is a Danny Gregory drawing? Not particularly, right? I mean, it's not...
Well, I mean, you did make it.
I didn't make it, it's true. But
So I would think it's objectively true that it's a Danny Gregory drawing.
right, but I think why I say that is because it's unusual for me to spend, 45 minutes doing a single ink drawing. And it's partly because I get fiddly like I'm getting now, where I'm just like, oh, let me put a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And sometimes I can feel like I'm going to ruin it.
Somebody in the chat mentioned having ADHD and that doing a single drawing is harder.
I can imagine.
Yeah, that tracks.
But if you do something complex like this, it's, don't think of it as a single drawing, just think of it as a lot of hatching. A lot of cross hatching.
But did you have fun?
I did. I did. There's some things I really like about this drawing, some things I don't, but overall I had a really good time. It was tough doing the face because every line...
You didn't, because she's so pretty that you're worried that you're going to do something to make her unattractive, right? Is that what it is?
I think that's a lot of what it is. And when you're doing line drawings like this, like every line has to be perfect. Like this, you can go back in and layer more crap on top of it. But when you're doing the face, it's like...
Every line counts.
Yeah, and I didn't get the shape of her head right, so...
But you also elongated the hair to match,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I made her longer and stretchier. And I think it's not a bad drawing. It's interesting.
I like it.
It's interesting looking.
I would be excited if I made this drawing. I like how you kind of have the tendrils of braids coming out.
Yeah,
That's sort of fun.
Yeah, I want to make it kind
That's
of
interpretive.
like have a bit of life. So.
Somebody
Yeah.
wanted to see your mustache.
Well, I shaved it off.
Oh!
This is my mustache.
Pretty fun, right?
Again, like spending this much time on a drawing.
Yeah. Well, you're maybe a little out of shape because you just produced this course called Quick Draw. So you spent like quite some time making that, and every drawing in that is fast. And then we've been doing sort of habitually collections of things on Draw With Me, because the last single subject was a lighthouse back in June. So, it's time to refocus, reframe, recenter.
Done.
So that, if you're curious, throws back to last week's episode. Right? Time drawings.
Yeah, so what I did is I did a video where you might have seen it, I posted a couple days ago, where I went back in and I kind of reinvestigated that 15-second, 15-minute thing. And I explained a lot about how it works and why I think it's important. And so you might want to look at that video. It's called 15 seconds, 1.5 minutes, 15 minutes. And I just posted a couple days ago.
I mean, a lot of people, they express like that it unlocked something in them that was really important, that really had a profound sort of insight. Like, just because you spend more time on a drawing doesn't mean you're going to like it more.
Yeah, I mean, it was funny because I asked people, and a lot of people actually like the 15-second one best, so, yeah.
For me, the 2-minute ones seem to be the sweet spot, But, again, it's a kind of exercise you can do over and over, and I think it'll teach you something.
It's true.
Yeah. And so will the new course. Speaking of.
So tomorrow's prompt is crown, and then murky. Murky. Looking forward to murky. What do you think?
Murky is going to be...
Do you have any ideas about murky?
Yeah.
Murky. What could it be? It could be somebody cleaning their glasses. I don't know. I mean, I wonder if I'm going to end up doing a lot of portraits.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing.
Murky.
All right. Well, thanks for everyone who stuck around.
Yes, came back. Yeah, all right, let's wrap things up. So, yeah, join and become a member. We've had one person to become a member so far here. If you do, we can definitely hang out next Wednesday and do some stuff. I don't know that I will be scheduled about doing live streams of each.
It's not like every single day.
I think there'll be times when I'm like, oh, I feel like doing a drawing right now. And I think when I go to do a drawing, I will try to live stream it. I will.
But no promises.
Yeah. I'd love to see your weave drawings. So please post them here on YouTube or on Facebook or on Instagram or in the schoolyard and tag them, hashtag SBS Draw With Me. SBS stands for Sketchbook School. What else? I would say
Danny's essays?
My essays. I have kind of a funny essay coming out tomorrow.
Way to sell it, babe.
To me, it was funny. I haven't shown it to you because I actually wrote at the end that I didn't think you would like it. So
kind of, sort of. Oh no! Wow, that's a mistake.
You're not my only audience. Much as I write for you, I also write for other people out there who maybe have different attitudes than you do. So that's coming out tomorrow. Quick Draw is, there's only a week left.
Yeah, it's on sale. You've got a week and a day to get an early bird discount.
Right, and subscribe to the channel so that we can notify you when we'll be back, which we will be next Thursday.
Yep.
Woo!
Woo!
Yes.
All right, it's time for breakfast.
Bye.
Bye.
Enjoy your day.
Have a good one.